What really stood out to me about this assignment is the fact that it had to be so long. My first two mock coaching assignments were only about 3 minutes long, and the third one that we did was only about 8 minutes long. So for me to have to kind of double that time on an assignment that I even struggled to make around 8 minutes, it was a bit of a challenge. During my assignment, I feel like I touched on 2 points quite well: the ors and the change talk. During my assignment, I was asking a lot of questions that would get the darn cats out of my assignment, out of my client. So like the desire, reasons, needs, all that stuff. And I was very active with the affirmations, reflections, and summaries that I was delivering to my client after he gave me the answers to my questions. So I feel like I really touched on those two things really well. If there's one thing I'd like to learn more about, it's those behavior theories and behavior models that we learned about in the earlier weeks of the course. So I took psychology in my first semester of last year, and we didn't really look at the behavior models and the behavior theories that we looked at in this class. That class was more focused towards the experiments and the results and all that stuff. And one thing that I found really interesting was the Stanford Prison experiment, and that allowed me, like seeing and understanding that experiment allowed me to understand the theories that we did look at in that class. So I feel like if we had looked at some experiments that were doing research or looking at the behavior models and theories that we talked about in this class, I would have like understood more, because that's just the kind of learner that I am. I gotta look at something that's practical towards what we're actually learning about. And I feel like it would also been a little bit more fun to look at some experiments that they did. This assignment really helped me kind of grasp everything that we learned in this course by forcing us to look at each individual week that we looked at, and each thing that we looked at throughout this whole course, and kind of bring everything together into one clean finished product. And it really helped to look at each of the previous three video assignments that we did and kind of bring everything good that we did out of those little mini assignments into this whole big project. And for me, that's how I learned the most. Instead of learning, bit by bit, week by week, now taking everything that we did and bring it into one finished product, it really helped me kind of learn and understand everything that we did throughout the entire semester. So thank you.